Alright, I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a network cable and how we correctly connect the end on the cable. So we have the network cable, of course. There's no end on it. I have a pair of wire strippers, a pair of wire cutters, the RJ45 crimps. These are actually special type crimps. They're FT45 made by Ideal. The reason why these crimps are so special is because we're going to be using the RJ45 feed through connectors. So you actually need a special crimp for them. Alright, so let's get started. So we have our Ethernet cable right here. So what we want to do is we want to strip back a couple inches of the insulation on the cable. Alright, so you'll notice there's 4 pairs in there. Each of them has 2 wires in it. So you got a blue and a blue and a white, a green and a white, an orange and a white, and a brown and a white. So what we want to do with these, we want to separate them, because we're actually going to be having them separated inside the connector. So once we get them separated here, alright, so now there's a certain color code you use to wire these into the connectors to correctly make an Ethernet cable. The color code we're going to be using is the B, which is the most common. There is a color code for if you were making a crossover cable, and there's a color code for A. But we'll be using B tonight because that is the most common one used. So we hold our wires like this, and we'll go through our color code, which is going to be, the first color is going to be orange white, and then it'll be orange, and then it's going to be green white. Try to get them over there like that. So I'll hold them like that. And then it'll be the blue. And then it's going to be the blue white. And it'll be green. And brown white, brown. So once you get your correct color code laid out here, you can Alright, I'm not sure if you can see that color code. So there's the color code laid out. I'm holding it in my hand just like that. So what I'm kind of do is try to get them as close as together as possible and make sure the color code's correct. And what I like to do, I like to take my wire trimmers here, and I just like to kind of trim them off even because it makes it easier to go into the cable. So here's your connector. You hold your connector like this. The clip is going to be facing away from you, and then we're going to slide these wires right in here just like this, and they'll push right through. As you notice, they come right on through there. So you keep on sliding it, and you push it up until your insulation comes up to that, at least past that little spot right there. You can actually, where it's clear, you can see how far the insulation comes up. So once you get it in there, then the neat thing about these push through RJ45s is you can take and bend your wires over a little bit, and you can make sure your color code's correct. So it's orange white, orange, green white, blue, blue white, green, brown, and brown white. And of course I got them wrong. Brown and white is mixed up. So the beautiful thing is, we can just pull these out, just hold your hand onto them so that way they're still together. So we actually want the brown white to go in before on the other side. So now got them back the way they're supposed to be. Clip facing away from me. Just slide these in here just like this. Alright, so we got our wires just like that. We can verify orange white, orange, green white, blue, blue white, green, brown white, brown. Okay, so the color code's correct coming out there. So we just make sure our insulation's up past that point right there. We take our crimps, and it will only feed in here one way, as you can tell. So we'll slide that all the way in there just like that. And then we just squeeze our crimps down to the stop, and release. And what that does, all the excess wires that are coming out, this has a special little knife on the end, trims them right off. You pull it out, and there is your RJ45 connected to your Ethernet cable.